Hello, Bloodstains, and joining me tonight for the Meat Beatings versus Grab 'em by the Ghoulies. It should be an entertaining match. I can think pretty certain now I can see stream messages, the chat window. I think I have sorted out most of my problems, which is kind of good. I don't know if either of the coaches are going to join me. That, of course, will be up to them. We might get some viewers at some point into the match. I'll just double check that I have, in fact, I have posted it. Okay, so looking at the leaderboard, as always, start there. We have Grab 'em by the Ghoulies at third. There's 6 places, sorry, 6 wins, 2 matches to go. If we look at Meat Beaters on 4 wins, so Meat Beaters need to win this match, as you know, they're still in with a chance if they don't win this match, but obviously that would be very dependent on what happens with everybody else. If the Dwarves manage to beat the Chaos, he'll shut that down if the Meat Beaters lose, and then everyone with 4 wins if they don't win will be locked out. So Meat Beaters need to win, absolutely. So for Grab 'em by the Ghoulies, this is more about what position he's gonna be in. If he wants to avoid 4th if he can, because he doesn't fancy facing Rob's Claws in the playoffs. So, because he sent me a message asking me how the reminder for how the playoffs work, but he would still probably want to win because it would only put him into 2nd. No one's gonna. It's possible, actually. It is possible for Rob's Claws to drop off the number 1 spot. So, yeah, Leon's joined us on the chat. You can come into the stream if you like for a minute. He's going to kill the Pestigores. That's probably a way forward there. I'll have a quick look at the teams. Obviously, Liam will jump out the chat when the match starts, so that's fine. But like I said, you can come and join me at the beginning or the end of your match, or both, or whatever. So the team roster for Grab 'em by the Ghoulies. We're quite familiar with this team. They've played a lot of seasons. We still have Mrs. is watching Pride and Prejudice. No, that's all right. It's a classic. You know, Jane Austen and all that. You know, nothing wrong with that. Very of its time, and it's your girlfriend watching it, not you. So you know. So Boris Johnson has strength of 4. We all know Boris Johnson. He's quite a cornerstone for the Ghoulies, obviously. He hasn't leveled up again for a while because he has a fair way to go. We have Nigel Farage, the other werewolf. Still a pinnacle player. This is block, dodge, and sidestep. I mean, he's not to be sniffed at. Obviously, the strength 4 is what makes Boris Johnson a little bit over that. We all hope that he finally kicks the bucket. Yeah, foul Boris. He's not on the stream, so it's all good. Well, I'm Goblins, mate. So, you know, or you're going to kill most of my team. So we have strong, strength 5 flesh golem. We all know that. Standard build. He's got dodge. He's taken dodge. I think I can see. You know, it's about being able to stand up. I may have been tempted to still take tackle on him over the double for dodge, but dodge isn't terrible anyway. The other flesh golem, pretty standard. Block, guard, tackle. Might want to think about mighty blow at some point, obviously, but he'll get there. The ghoul remainer, the only ghoul, AV6. Yeah, I don't know, you can forget maybe all the advice I gave you, Liam. I don't think the ghouls are really worth it. You'd keep for now, I say her, Remainer, because the other one was Theresa May. She's now dead, not replaced. I don't think she's getting replaced. I think he's going to keep the ghouls, and when they die, he's not going to bother with them. The 2 whites. So the first one, yep, guard and tackle. I guess the guard build-up is for facing the dwarves. Farage will be the bulk. So, yeah, he's going to die because it's AV6, sorry. So, probably going to die at some point. The white, again, with the dodge. I mean, I don't know. I think it's more valuable on an Agi 3-piece. If you get, like, guard on them, you can reposition them. So, it's not as long as they can get the next 2 skill ups. I think the dodge will come more into play. We have a zombie with a double with guard, block, and tackle. So slow movement, but that's probably going to be useful. And another zombie with dirty player, and I believe he sacks a lot of his zombies unless they roll something good. And that's that. I have no idea what the time is. I'm beginning to rush because we want to have a quick look at the meat beaters. What do the meat beaters have for today? So meat beaters are a newer team. Obviously, this is Joe's first main league season, I believe. They all start meshing into one. So we have the Beast of Nurgle, no skill ups yet. He just needs, but it doesn't really need it, obviously. The whole point of the Beast is the tentacles. He can get that working for him. That would be great, and he's quite close to skilling up. Porky the Pool, we've got Nurgle Warrior, Strength 5 Nurgle Warrior. Already has block. He's on the ways to level, but probably another candidate for tentacles. And of course the rest of them all just have block, so that's pretty easy. Some are quite close to getting a second level up. Got a niggled one here. I would obviously keep him until he gets another niggle, or he takes a stat loss or death or something, obviously. You can see that's probably the same with all these niggles. They're all on leveled up players, so yeah. Ball handling Pestigore. That's, yeah, 2 extra arms. I don't know if the big hand is necessarily worth it without some kind of adjunct to be able to dodge in and out and things. I'm not sure about that. With the extra arms, it doesn't matter with it. Just that ignores tackle zones. Yeah, I mean, it could be useful. I can see that could be useful. Niggle no. Yeah, that's right. We're getting to him. No, I think, yeah, I can see it. I'm just not sure about it. I'm not saying it's a terrible choice. For me, I'm not too sure about that. We have dodge and 2 heads on another Pestigore. His agility is a double, so the dodge is reasonable on one of these dudes, and he's capitalizing on the dodge by taking the 2 heads. I mean, it could be another ball carrier. He kind of needs block on the ball carrying ones that look like they could become decent ball carriers. I mean, I think that was the key thing. I would have taken block before I took big hand, personally. And then we have another Pestigore. MA5 again. I know he's got the 2 skill ups. You just have to see how it goes. Then we have rotters. We've got one rotter being developed into a killer. And who knows with the other one? Maybe he's going to be a killer too because he's got the block there. He is missing wrestle. He hasn't really got a ball sacker on this team. Maybe that's what 7 will go for. Maybe he'll go wrestle, strip ball, and all that sort of sacking type skills. Yeah. I mean, so-called Cocklevan. He could do sort of similar there. So I just going to do a quick time check. There's 1 minute in, so I'm not sure that they will have started yet. Liam's probably jumped off the chat by now. Oh, we can have a look at potential inducements. Potential inducements. Sorry, is this team start getting more? That's I clicked the wrong thing because I'm rushing. Yeah, as your teams level up more, it's harder to do really because it's got so many skills on all your players. Oh well, don't level up your teams. We're looking at inducements. 1880 TV there. Evening. Well, I don't know what I'm saying evening, because if you're on silent, you can't hear what I'm saying. So, all good. The meat beat is on 1640. That's 240. Oh, no, I'm not offended. That's fair enough. It's all good. I was just like, what's the point in saying hello if you can't hear me? 240k. I mean, there's a wizard in there. It's 150. Leaves him 90. So he could take that. He could put some of his own money in if he's got any. I mean, he kind of, I think, wants to be careful. 90k. Yeah, he could put 10k in and take a bribe or he hasn't got a dirty player, or he could take an extra reroll. Or, he could do something a bit out of left field. He could take a bribe and a chainsaw, or a bribe and a dirty player. I mean, there are options, but obviously in this edition, it's generally considered that the wizard is the best inducement to take. So what have we got? Cabal TV, search for match. The blood. Okay, well, it'll take a while to. He's got inducements to get through. He's probably just trying to decide what inducements he wants to take. I'm assuming everyone can actually hear me. We haven't got any streaming problems, because you normally will start shouting at. Well, not shout, you know what I mean. Let me know by now. We can't hear you. So yeah, it's we're back a little bit to what we used to, with the fights mostly over the fourth position, but this is the match now. But there's still third and fourth was still up for grabs for a while. I think it's dangerous assuming that a team like Rob's Claws is always going to win. That's not necessarily true. It turned out to be pretty true, in fairness. But you don't know. We thought the Dwarves were going to win all the time, and they've had a bit of they have highs and their lows, as it were. With matches, he still put on a good show. Don't get me wrong. I think. We get some players coming out of left field. We've had some interesting upsets in matches recently. The Lizard Man team almost beat. I think his last two games were close-ish to winning. I didn't watch the one with the Meemly Men, but that was 1-0. But certainly the one against Nurgle, there was a point where it was like he's going to run away with this, and unfortunately Nuffle just went, nope, you're going to take too many casualties and mess that up. We've had the Meat Beaters beat the Meemly Men. That was a bit out of left field, I think. I think most of us were assuming that the Meemlies would have that one. Again, he just outcast him, basically, which is sort of reasonable for Nurgle. So here we go, they're starting.
Yeah, but like the other game's better. Won't me like? Do you remember that goal? Ali. He was just.
Oh right, loading screen, very pretty.
He was just. Anyway, join me.
We'll just put the earned skills up only. You can always ask me in the chat.
Ali.
Chat's not disappearing as well. I didn't play with the settings too. I just got it all back again. So I can't remember who Elduce. I think it's Dan. I think that's Daniel, who's currently watching now. So someone's going to tell me, no, you're wrong. So I don't know. I haven't learned all your Twitch names yet. Right. So inducements. What did he take? Let's have a look. He took a wizard. Yeah, makes sense. A wizard and two babes, which meant he put the 10k in, I think, in order to get. It's Adam, of course it is. Sorry, Adam. I knew it was. I just confused you with Daniel.
Everybody's there. That's basically main goal of this game.
Now I remember. Now that you said, yeah, that's Adam. I'll get there. It's all good.
I got trapped in prison. But guess how long?
And if you want me to use your Twitch handles, you have to give me Twitch handles I can actually pronounce. That would be helpful. So anyway, so he's taken it. Obviously we don't know what the kickoff was, but the dice logs don't tell you unless you
Want me to tell you what I called it?
you your own games you can bring it up, but I don't think this doesn't. Oh, I might have to go into the settings. Let's see. Maybe the dice log isn't ready to come up yet. Maybe I should just check that while they're setting up.
How do you pop?
Boom, boom, boom.
T.
Cutscenes, role requirement, AI. Can do it.
I'm pretty sure it's crouch T. No, we didn't.
Oh well.
It's crouchy.
I'm sure it'll come up.
I don't care. That's how you pick up
Grabbed by the Ghoulies, get an extra team reroll. That's probably good for them. And here we go, the dice logs here look okay.
How are you doing?
There was nothing in it.
Oh, Ali, let's just do this to him because he's in the
Oh, who got the fame?
yeah.
And the grab by the Ghoulies get it. And we start off with an armor break. But it's only a stun.
Right up. I know.
But you know,
I said,
they're only zombies. He could take them. So yeah, okay. Grabbed by the Ghoulies are in defense.
come on, man. Let's go.
So I would be surprised if, say what's my coach name? Well, you are consistent. Consistency's good. We have an injury
Ready?
on a zombie.
No.
Not something he's going to really care about. Regens anyway.
No. Ali,
And obviously outside of player count not being so. But I think the speed advantage means he can afford to lose 2, maybe 3 players. I would be surprised if Liam actually opted to defend.
wait. So C.
I think that's not a bad way to go with Necro because obviously with the great speed, not only if you manage to stop the drive, you can, you know, the speed can help you get a touchdown in as well and go into your attack 1-0 up. But Joe's actually a pretty solid player, so I found out he does play a fair amount of Blood Bowl. So it's always difficult when we get new, sometimes get new coaches. You don't know if they're just new to us or new to the game or what's going on. So he's going to go for a blitz. Oh, yeah, target the ghoul, definitely.
Don't pick me up. It's just.
I'm not sure I'd follow that up, no. Maybe run back down again because he's a bit isolated up there whilst he's moving around. Yeah, get him back down. Either, yeah, there. And then when you do get hit, he can put that there if you really want. Oh, he's got strength for wealth, of course. He can just blitz him that way if you really want to. Oh no, anyway, yeah. But if you put someone down there, he could get 2 dice on the regular. So what we got next? We have got.
Oh, I ended up. Right, let's go into the good server then.
Going for the looser cage. Oh no, tightened up the cage.
Can you get private for free?
I think the problem with that kind of cage, and I've been caught out with this, is you can get enveloped a little bit.
Nah, because it could get full. Never mind.
And yeah, he's going to go for. Of course, he moved the other warrior away, so it's a bit less risky there.
Right, this server should
Of
be
course,
good, right?
for the werewolves to get other skills like Mighty Blow is a double. He needs to get a double.
Right.
And obviously on a double 6, you take the strength up, definitely.
If you don't want insaneness, go into small service in this. That won't really stop the insaneness, but whatever. Oh, I'm flying with nobody.
What I think a good strategy here for Liam is to try and hit anything AV8.
I will pick it up.
I know Claw makes everybody AV7 because of course the werewolves have Claw. Purely you're just trying to get removals to create the holes and force him into making plays. That's the key thing on defense, is forcing the attacker to make plays. Because if they're being forced to make the play, then it's going to usually be a risky play.
Right, I'm going now. I know where it is.
So yeah.
These idiots always reset.
Oh, that's not good, but of course gets a re-roll.
I know where it is, so the one. It's not the best.
One thing he could do is move the Beast of Nurgle to mark Boris Johnson. It does risky in terms of the hit, but it does keep him tied down.
Yeah.
The tentacles keeps him would glue him into place a bit. Oh, bang.
Zero
The
breaks
ghoul is
was
not going to last very long. AV6. Broken jaw, miss next game. I would consider sacking that
Did you
ghoul
know when I
personally.
was younger, somebody started
If you're not really
using
using them
the fly
anymore, it's
past
just a big
audience?
load of bloat on
Hack
the
off!
team.
Hacker server.
Uh,
He flies around. Yes, we hacked.
Stand firm, being annoying as it always
Go
is.
to prison.
Oh, he's got one of his warriors has leveled up. The niggled one, but you know.
Yeah, they have bypassed audio plan.
He's going to use it to break the lines.
When I was younger,
And it's
there were
worked.
a load. I joined this game because I thought it was gonna be.
Got a KO though, yeah, so it worked. Very difficult to criticise the use of a player when that player actually manages to do something. You know, sometimes you've got to take those risks.
I'll show you. If I sprint, I fly.
He's going to have to reposition the cage somewhere now.
He's like here. Oh, then. Oh,
Yeah, and it's only an advancement of one square, but still, an advance is an advance.
Ali, follow me.
And he's got a little bit of time, and he is managing to wedge up
Run to the prison.
at the Necro team here and split the team in half, which is
Every time I was younger, I was
kind of the Necro is 3 players down now, which definitely facilitates that.
Nope. Hey, he's. I'm gonna do something.
It's why I think the busted AV Ghoul's got to go. It's a liability. Once you start getting removals, you know, sliding scale, no, stand up and play is Liam. Up, 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 up. There you go. That one's up. Up, 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 up. Get him up. That's it. You're not going to do anything with him. Yeah, take the both down. You could risk. He's not going to do that. Okay, that's probably he's going to go for the hit here. He'll get the push. He should still be on one dice and skulls it. He gets away with it. Oh, stun. I mean,
Because on Xbox, I saw people like doing
really what Joe wants to do now is try and get things out of Boris Johnson's tackle zone and just leave him next to the beast. I don't even know if I'd bother hitting with that beast. I was going to give him a hit. Well, that's all right. Yeah, I'll sidestep. Of course, he'll sidestep him. Probably there. Yeah, they are good removals. I mean, having the flesh golem out. I mean, the ghouls just bloat at this point. I mean, it would be a good player if it still had the AV. It's not really the sort of player you want. Yeah, he's 3. One of the ghouls regened, so is in the reserves. Ghouls don't have regen. Oh, goes for the risky one dice.
I'll tell you the most we can have. We can have 30 join.
Of course, yeah, freeze it up for that.
We can have 30.
Let's bounce off each other a little bit. He could hit the ball. He could hit the werewolf with the ball carrier. It's always risky hitting with the ball carrier. Um, I mean, he's got a blitz he can do. Oh, you're really stupid. You see, that's what I would not have done. I would not have done that. I would rather have hit with the ball carrier. Now he doesn't though. Okay, I mean it's going to be hard for Liam to do this and not risk frenzy trapping himself. That's not what I was going to suggest, but it's alright, it works, he gets the stun. Dodge and run would have been the other, yeah, either try to dodge it, good dodge skill, or make him blitz, so he gets the +4 and then hit him. You get the assist from there, you got the 2 dice hit, and just even a push, just pushed him there. I mean, Liam gifted him, having Boris Johnson on tentacles, and he kind of threw that away a bit. But that's all right. He's not in a dire position. Sorry, guys. One of the things with the chat is there's a delay between the stream, between what I'm seeing and what you guys are seeing. So often I won't comment until well past the. I think, okay, well, he got the ball down, but he don't think he can capitalise on that. I mean, that's why I think having a decent ghoul lurking around could be useful. A lot of Necro players don't take ghouls. Some do, but I don't think you need both. I think one with the 2 werewolves is possibly enough. It just gives you, because you do use the werewolves for hitting, and Joe can recover from this. You know, stand him up, smack him away, and then yeah, smack him away that way. Pal's even better, and follow up. If he followed up, he could marked. He still gets the 2 dice. Yeah, that's the issue. Oh, he sidestepped that way. I thought he sidestepped that way. If he'd gone there, obviously it would have. I mean, either way, yeah, he's away from who he wants to mark. But that's not terrible, you know. It's only a 2+ pickup, so it's a bit of a slowdown, and he has to exist outside the cage a bit. But I think he's all right with that. I think if he just he'd have to go there. He needs to move there so he's not next to any players. Or obviously go for like a massive thing with lots of go for it. I always advise, do 1 go for it and see what happens. And if it fails and you need to use a reroll, maybe not bother with the second one. But it worked, again, can't criticise if it works. Oh, then it paid off. That's the thing with the Beast of Nurgle. As much as we all keep saying he's a roadblock, just get him in a good position and leave him there. Strength 5 and Mighty Blow makes it tempting to hit. I can definitely see that. I mean, he's away. What he wants to do, I think he can stall this out quite reasonably. Liam's managed to get the werewolves are quite tied down. One's KO'd in fact. The scary one's KO'd. He's got 1 werewolf. Liam hasn't taken the casualties, because the KOs can come back. And okay, the ghoul doesn't matter, but the other zombie will come on, and the replacement stuff will come on. I don't think it would be good for Joe to score early here, unless he's really confident he can go up. The idea would be to go into half time 2-0. That takes the risk. Yeah, the position he was in, it was going to be very difficult to stop, to completely stop it. But that was a reasonable risk, I feel. You know, you had to dodge. It was at least a dodge.
Let's get people are up here mostly, so let's go up there and get one.
I mean, really, that beast needs is blocking two heads, and then it would be
Yeah, not this.
pretty awesome. So we got another. Liam just has to try to free up these players here. I mean, if he dodge, he'd have to go backwards a bit on a dodge. But if he goes for a, yeah, he's going to go for the dodge, okay, and he's going to run it up there. It probably makes sense because if he gets a push there and it'd be like too nice uphill, it's not worth it. You know.
Ali. Right, we need somebody to arrest. So who looks like the best? No, that's.
Of course, the other thing to remember with Nurgle, I'm sure many of you do, is the disturbing presence makes, and it stacks. That's the thing with just I can't remember exactly the modifier. Oh, it's just really hard to get the game to just show me this foul appearance. No, it's that one. Disturbing presence. Subtract one from the d6. So every disturbing presence you're in subtracts one from throwing, catching, picking. I don't think picking up. Actually, it's not. I don't think it's picking. I think it's just pass, intercept, or catch. Yeah, so you can still pick. I think if it was picking up as well, that'd be a bit OP. So you always have to be very mindful. And we all forget. But at least in online, you do get the indications showing you where it is on tabletop. It can be a bit more. And usually on tabletop, the Nurgle player forgets. But so it will make it can make a pass play to do the return score quite difficult. And he hasn't got. I don't think he basically has to try to pick up that werewolf, and he has to run it back down again. Okay, so Joe. So obviously Joe just really wants to secure that ball again, and that's fine. That ties. That's it. He's now sort of stuck there. Well, just for the people that don't know, I just want to make sure I get it right. The opposing player rolls 2d6. They add their own player strength, and they have to subtract the player's strength from the score, and the final result is 5 or less. So, yeah, see, difference of 2, you know, it just means getting away from tentacles is really difficult. I don't know if I would push him onto the ball. Oh, you didn't get him down. I know that's a pain. This is where two heads would come in handy because he could just dodged in and picked it up with the big hands. But two arms, big hands. But he's not in a massive rush. And as fast and as good as werewolves are, they're not. Oh, we've got a KO, another KO. That's actually a decent zombie there. The guard, yeah, he's gonna miss that one. The werewolves aren't gutter runners, you know, they're not Agi 4. And obviously gutter runners are one faster, you know. with a gutter runner, if you could just get rid of one of those tackle zones, it's worth the risk of jumping in and jumping out again. Werewolves aren't quite as good as doing that. Let's have an edge up, obviously. But when they really come into their own is if you can get it, yeah, like you can get the dodge worth it. He's taking the dodge is always worth it on them. Gets the power, which is absolutely what he wanted. He risked the 1 dice for it. Yeah, smacking him out the way would be a good plan. Smack him, push him there, and just stay there. I wouldn't be risking the dodges. You've already used the dodge skill now. I wouldn't be risking any. Oh, I wouldn't have risked that either, but it worked. I wouldn't have done that, but hey, what do I know? Still keeps the tackle zone on the ball. He did it at the right time if you're going to do something like that. There's a lot of dice rolling in that. If that dodge hadn't had effect, the problem is now he can get the 2 dice quite easily. Whereas at least if he'd hit him and put him there, yeah, it would only still have been 1 dice even with a blitz. Oh no, it wouldn't because they would have cancelled each other out. Yeah, it would have still been 2 dice, I guess. So, and that's what I imagine he'll do. He'll blitz him up and maybe go for the pickup. But yeah, I probably would have pushed him further down. But or blitz from this angle. That's fine too. Now he might want to try. I think that may have affected his stalling chances. But we're quite into the half now. I don't think. I mean, he's not going to score before turn 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and he still has 1 reroll. He could attempt to move it out. The thing is, a dodge werewolf. I mean, this has worked down here. It's kept this white. He's not going anywhere. He can't really hit the Beast of Nurgle away. So that's maybe he's committing too many players down here. Yeah, you want to get him down. You haven't got any tackle though. But that's all right. The team's still in development. That's one thing. He's missing a bit of tackle and a bit of guard, but they're getting there. You know, the Warriors are just about to get their 2nd skill, except for that one, strength 5 block guy. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. I could risk the 3, but I wouldn't risk. I'd just stand him up. I wouldn't risk the dodging and things, but he probably will because No, he doesn't. Yeah, no, that's the safer move. He's still got enough time to score. The best Liam could try to do is try to 1 dice it here to free up. You can't follow up, and then it can pick. But if he doesn't knock it down, he's gonna. That's what he's gonna do. So we're gonna see what happens. He gets the skull. He's got to re-roll that. He gets the push. Yeah, that works. At that point, you do want to push it out the ball. At least this way, it's still only in 1 tackle zone. And if the thing is, Liam, yeah, he has to go for it realistically, but not lucky that time. Oh, of course, because it was a push. Oh, that was the problem. He needed to push him down there make the dodge easier. Yeah, see, it's never straightforward. Yeah, no, you needed to push. It was either make the dodge 4+ or make the pickup 4+. They were his two choices. So, yep, that's the smart thing to do. Get everything into position. You still have your reroll. Your guy here is a 2+ pickup. This is the point. I know I often say, oh, you could try to score with him. But at this point, he needs to get the touchdown. One, two. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a go for it. So the sure hands. Yeah, the sure hands fired off. Boom, we get another armor break. Yeah, because I think he's just committed too much down here. I think they've both forgotten about these plays down here. It would be my guess. He needs another player here, really. All right, Liam. Oh no, because 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can't get to him. Really, that works as well. Force the werewolf to blitz. You stand him up. You just take the both down. You've got block. Don't waste your reroll. Don't waste your reroll. That's it. Sorry, you can tell when they're thinking about it because you don't. Oh, just remember, I got players down here. Look. Oh, Michael Gove is injured. This would be bad. Sorry, I'm in the middle of with drinks. Oh, he regens. He gets the regen though. That's all right. He still gets the star player points for it. Helps him on this drive. I mean, regen is obviously all or nothing without the apothecary. We one coach who's not playing with us at the moment who would say, "Oh, regen's a fake skill. It never works." Well, it does sometimes work. Nurgle are frustrating to level up. They're quite a difficult team to play. But I think Joe's doing all right with them. I think maybe next season, if he brings them back again, I think they definitely could be in line for playoffs. If they could still make it this season. This game's obviously not over yet. He just needs to develop the pestigores, and if the niggle injuries are going to kick in and cause him hurt, he wants that sooner rather than later. Oh, went for the dodge. I could. Yeah, Liam's not going to mess around. Oh, dead. Oh. Doesn't reach. We're going to let the countdown go for the dead, I think. We'll just let that countdown run. Can you feel the suspense? Will Nigel Farage regen? And he regens. There we go. Callum, there is a way Callum keeps saying that you can tell whether they're regened or not. And I still haven't really worked out what that is, so. Yeah, that's because part of me doesn't want to know. I like the suspense of it. Yeah, turn 8, do the touchdown. You've got a reroll. I mean, if you really want to get some hits in. I know we say this a lot. The thing is, I think Rob Top would see the sense in just going for the touchdown now. He's only up this half. Obviously, all the regen stuff's going to come back on. All this is going to be the KOs could come back. He's not in a solid enough. Yeah, just score, just bang. So ideally, he does want to. That player's going to keep leveling up because of how he's built. You do want to try occasionally trying to get touchdowns on your non-ball handlers. Unless you're a team like Wood Elves or Skaven or. The elf teams can score on whoever they want, whenever they want, basically. The Werewolf stays down. That's kind of good. That keeps Boris Johnson out of the game. That might do him some favours, though. A Necro team with this configuration, he hasn't got a choice but to score on Nigel Farage unless he gets it. He could maybe score on the white, but he's going to need the white for other things. But that's not bad, you know. That's going to put him at 50. One star player point away from another level up. It's... Oh, of course, we're not into the second half yet. So the other werewolf could come back. Yeah, yeah. It's me. I always get excited that we think we're going into the next half. So this sort of configuration, Liam could go for the one-turn touchdown. If he moves Nigel Farage, I think there Callum would do. He's got sidestep as well, which makes it easy. Movement 8. He needs 3 pushes, but it is doable. I would attempt it. I'm not as good. We've got some coaches. Oh yeah, you need to put him maybe on the line of scrimmage for that many pushes. He's not going to go for that though. I always advise trying to get these pushes because learning how to get the one turns with the pushes can turn a loss into a draw into a win. It's definitely worth playing around with it. And you put, depending on their movement, you put them on the line of scrimmage. Getting the ball to them can be a bit tricky. In this case, Liam would have to use one of the whites to do that. Handle the ball, maybe get both the whites somewhere. It would be risky, but it's doable. And then you get it so that you hit in angles that when you push, you're pushing your own players out. He gets another reroll. Oh, they would be in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Particularly the white and the werewolf. Yeah, that would not have been good. Boom! Does he get a removal? No. This is where it does get a little bit tougher. That trying to get because he's going for damage, but Liam turning this into a 2-1 win is going to be difficult, I think, because the Nurgle players just aren't going down. Well, they're not getting sent off. They're not getting removed off the pitch. So, really not with your dirty player. I guess you want to save him for your own drive there. Oh, there's stunt. Regen is a real skill. No, it is. It really can be. And I feel like it's a fake skill. I've got a Necro team which from ages ago, which is eligible, and their regen has never really seemed to work. But you get perception bias, you know. Like maybe it worked a little bit more than I thought it did, you know. And I just remember when it didn't work. You see, I wouldn't do this on the defense. I'd put them at least put the warriors at least one square back, and the beast. Don't put them on the line. Put them like one square back. If you're feeling really adventurous, maybe 2. It's what I do with orc teams. I put the black orcs in a line behind the line of scrimmage, and then put the line orcs here. So when they hit the line orcs, if they follow up, then they stand next to the black orcs. Because these guys' main job, rotters, anything linemen, I think you're all aware of this really, anything lineman types, their job is to die. No matter what else they roll, what else you give them, their job is to die. And at some point in your team's career, your lines are pretty good, but that's still their main function is to be put on the line and get hit by all the nasty players. Because the other thing is, of course, Liam, he hasn't put the werewolves on the line, or white. Oh no, he won't. We won't know that yet. Actually, yeah. Now he's doing that. See, sometimes I swear you can all hear me when you're playing. Yeah, all of them back, just one square. I'd put the beast of Nurgle maybe even sort of more two squares back. Have because you want him positioned. You don't really want him there taking hits, but so yeah, I mean it's fine. It is going to make getting hits on the line more difficult. It's not that this is without merit. It does have some merit. It's just something to think about if you're playing Orcs, Nurgle, Chaos. No, there is that, you know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Orc lines are AV9 rather than AV8. There is that. They will take hits. I think against your team it would still be viable because it doesn't matter against teams with tons of claw in it because everybody's the same armor value. So maybe in this position, yeah, that would probably this is still reasonably sensible. Yeah, that doesn't help regen and decay. Oh, I haven't played a lot of Nurgle. They are on my want to play list. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but we're not playing against the claws, so I know it's a bit of a moot point. So because I mean the thing at the moment, you know, he has to use the werewolf for ball handling. He's not going to put the werewolf or claw on the line. And he's not getting them down anyway. He's got the beast down. I would still probably have said keep the beast back. Maybe keep the warriors on the line, but put the beast back just for purely. You want him positionable for the tentacles. But anyway, let's not dwell on this. So you can talk about any little bit of Blood Bowl for hours, hours and hours. So so that's not a bad first turn there for Joe. He hasn't taken anything anyway. One's been knocked down, and the beast has been knocked down. He still has his pestigores back here, of course. So it's still not a simple matter of just running the werewolf down. Liam's going to have to play very cautiously. I obviously, like I said, the ghouls just bloat. The AV6 ghoul needs to be got rid of. Boris Johnson being out isn't great. Oh, we get both down. On a turnover. Was that a 2 dice? I was. It was a 2 dice. Reasonable-ish. And not the end of the world. Pardon me. He could. He could. Oh, he's picked him up. Okay, so he's going to push him. He's the only pestigore that's really eligible for blitzing. Oh, okay, unless you're going to do it this way, of course. I thought maybe he might blitz over here to just get a hit there. Because he can't use the maneuverability part of the blitz there. I don't. If it, then you reposition what you've got left a little bit to
check the game passes
block the
out.
werewolf coming down there. But anyway, it didn't happen.
There's nice game passes in here. So, get somebody on the ground firstly.
He hasn't. Has he got a bench? Oh, he's got a bench of one raw.
Oh, so you just have to slap them and then they pick up. Oh, you can fly. If you pick somebody up and then hold space, you fly.
Yeah, this is just a question of repositioning now.
No, they're in jail. I trapped somebody.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that personally,
Right, trapped somebody.
and
in
just
jail.
wasted a reroll for essentially no gain. I don't think that was
Go away.
worth it.
Go away.
I mean, even if you'd gotten the POW, you can't follow up. You'd have gone down,
Ali.
but I guess you try to get the hit on this white here. That would have been the only thing. I don't think that. I don't. He could have done that anyway. Sorry, I sometimes try to figure out why somebody's done something. I go, no, hold on, but you can still get the 2 dice over here. And he doesn't go for the 2 dice. Okay. I am right, aren't I? Yeah, that's with him. Oh, he's got guard, of course. Yeah, okay. Because he's got guard, it would have been 1 dice either way.
Yes, Wait, is this your house?
Boom.
Right,
Oh, KO.
open the door.
Oh, Porky the Pooled. Strength 5, his own strength 5, decent player is now off the pitch.
I'm trapping somebody.
I think Liam needs a little bit more of that. Or it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Okay, yeah, that's where you got to be careful, because he's now just
She died.
put this warrior right next to his werewolf ball carrier. He can't. What's he going to do just
I'm blaming you, but
for that? These are gone. Yeah, he's a dodge werewolf, I know, but still.
yeah.
4, 5. He can get 2 dice on him
Yeah, well, I'm
without block. Don't think he's. Yeah, he's just gonna have to do it with a zombie. But even a push. He obviously this way, Liam. This way, not this way. No, not at all. Okay. Oh, he's gonna blitz for the werewolf.
Right, now you need to find a boy. Find a boy. Wait, no. Let's get this going instead.
3, 4. Still only be 1 dice. Okay, sorry. So he's gonna get his hits in over here.
You know what I'm thinking, don't you? Tell me what. You really know what.
I am not sure how I feel about this.
Ali, help me.
Because of course, wherever he pushes him, he's going to have to follow up. And if all he gets are pushes, which he doesn't. He doesn't. Boom! Oh, and he gets an injury. So there you go. It shows you what I know. Badly hurt. Will it regen? Doesn't regen. Okay.
Oh, yes, it's true.
Well, that's 2. That's 2 Nurgle warriors. I mean, the only reason I'm saying I'm not sure I would do that is, like I said, if you got pushes, he'd still be next to him. Oh, and he's going to potato it down the field. That's risky.
Oh no. You made me drop it.
He hasn't got any way to.
Get her down.
This is not Boris Johnson. This is Nigel Farage. He hasn't got the plus strength on him. He does have dodge. There's no real tackle. I mean, pals are needed to get him down, but I think because of this has worked for him in the past, so I can see why he might go for this.
Right. It's not there.
Oh, gets the both down.
He's a boy.
That's all right. He did it at the right time, so.
Nah, kid, we're not having you Thomas.
Lightning bolt the werewolf. Lightning bolt the werewolf. Yay! Oh, rolls a 1. It's not the end of the world though. It's not the end of the world. It would obviously would be better for that to have gone off. I would probably blitz with the one with block. I know it's a little bit out, but well, you don't need to. I would say I wouldn't. I wouldn't have done. I would have done the blitz. I mean, stand up your plays and everything, obviously. Or he could have. Yeah, even that would have been risky. I was going to say you could have found a way to get rid of him, but oh, he wants to do it with the block claw guy. Okay, that seems reasonable. And it works again. If it works, it works. Oh, dead again, second time. Will he regen this time? We're gonna do the countdown because it is a death. Are you ready? It's happening. Here we go. Boom! He regens again. To kill twice, regens twice. Amazing. But this is now going to be tough for Liam. I don't think it's impossible. He's going to have to. The whites are going to have to put some work in. So he's down both his werewolves, and over here we're down 2 of the Nurgle warriors. So that's right. Yeah. He's gonna get the push. Alright, so yeah, Liam really needs to try to pull this out a little bit. Yes. Oh, foul. Rerolls it. How many he's got 1 reroll left after that. Possibly worth it though. Yeah, that's cool. Makes sense. Hits him with the mighty blow. Takes out a Pestigore. Missed next game on the pest. Oh, regens, of course. Hooray. Regen. Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of thinking going on. Okay. It goes for the 1 dice. Yeah, this is why I would have taken block rather than big hands at some point. Well, I probably would have given him blocks off the bat and then given him the extra arms and the sure hands and everything after that. Still, it's not dire for Joe here. It's not easy either, but he hasn't got 2 heads yet, so yeah, I wouldn't do it. I'd take the 3+ pickup when it's his turn. So down he goes. Oh yeah, of course he's marked now. Okay. Well, stand him up, do the blitz. I know there's no block on that, but on there is, sorry, but not what down there. What I'm thinking. Or I could take the blitz here. That might be safer. Take the blitz for 1. Don't follow up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not if you roll double skulls, but he's not going to do that anyway, so that's fine. gets a stun. Of course he can do that down here as well. Of course he can blitz and don't follow up and go grab the ball.
Perfect.
Oh, bang.
Can't pick him up. Oh, new person joined the server. Nah, but these people have already had a giant fight. And
I'd still do that. Blitz was... Oh,
somebody's
okay,
down
yes.
the
They should have maybe stood him up a while ago, hey. But yeah, do the blitz here. Don't follow up. Or just dodge out. Oh, he's got two. This one does have two heads. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then move him, what, there? Or there?
Why don't they just remove censoring? Who cares about
Or
it?
do it with tons of... I really wish people wouldn't do that. It always makes me nervous when you do that. I'm going to do that. Or both go for it at the same time. One at a time. If it fails, then you can make an informed decision once you've burnt your reroll. Anyway, so the beast is going to go down.
Can Bruce not take
He has to move this one round here now, I think. We can't get very far. One, that's 2, 3, 4. I don't think it's worth burning the readers. Oh, of course he can blitz his way through. There's always other things. Potentially marking him as well, I guess. Yeah. Get him. Oh. Final reroll. Final reroll. Boom. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. That's not a hindsight thing. I'd have screamed. I'd have gone for a bit of a scream. But I won't do my hypothetical what I would have done because I'll just waste time while there's action going on. Well, that gives him a clear run. So, yeah, just run it straight up. Yeah, makes sense. If you can get the removal on the white, then it really is a bit game over there for the Necro. Takes him down. Mind you, it's not. I mean, I know I say it a lot myself. It's never over till it's over. But I'd be surprised if Liam can come back from this. But even a stun. Liam's moaning about the Nurgle armor. He sent me a message. Let's see what Liam says. That's 2 messages. Oh no, it's just my phone's not very good update. Except these Nurgle have more armor than the cast of Season 8 Game of Thrones. No, he's not. Listen, obviously he sent me a message on Facebook, but he's not gotten many removals. But I don't know. Again, he did take out 2 warriors and a beastman. You know. I think he just took the potato and the werewolf down the field. What I think was the mistake. You know, it was too risky. I mean, with the losses he had taken, there was no shame for playing for the tie. You know. Alright. What can he do? Yeah, just try to get them moved forward. I mean, you know, the stun can still bring in a threat. So, take the... Oh no, because the block is down. And a stun. What else have we got? So, oh, 1 dice. Alright, worked. And a push. I do think Joe is a very solid player. Oh no, we got to.
I got a goal, by the
I
way.
do think Joe's a very solid player, but I don't.
Dad,
Think he's always making the best use of his beast and Urgle. I think that's one little chink for him.
how many
And you can't avoid the ones. The ones happen. He was right not to re-roll it. So,
anybody, it's your fault. You're gonna join
and I
us.
think
Wait, let's
this is why I wouldn't have put the beast on the line. I agree with the rest, but I don't think I would have put the beast on the line because you need to put him into decent positions. All putting on the line has done is ensure that he's marked against players Liam wants him marked. Strength 5 flesh golems being next to him all game or half. Oh, we got another injury. Niggled. And he regens. I don't think Liam's got too much cause for concern, complaint. Most injuries have regened except on the player he doesn't care about, you know.
trapped in there on noon. Right in.
I mind you, it didn't make an effect for this half. I definitely would concede that anyway,
People are so bad at this.
Joe's capitalised on that wealth potato quite nicely,
Yeah. Wait, I'll guard him. I'll guard him. I'll guard him. Go out. I'll guard. I'll guard, idiot, right? Go out.
Yeah, take the
Get
whack.
out. I'm gonna guard him. Let me just do this. Just get him low. He's low. He's low. Keep him. Oh, he wants to sleep. Oh, he's escaping.
He definitely wants to stall this out to the last turn.
Right. He can't actually escape because he's a noob. Noob's got Ali. The noob's got me. The noob's got me. I'll fight the noob.
Grabs himself a push.
Right, put him back in. Yeah. Oh, get out and get more people. Oh god. Ali. What's happened to him?
Oh, he's going to go for a Liam special.
Let me in.
Nothing. Okay. I mean, that's probably how he can force him to score early, of course.
And then, God. God.
The problem is he's moved the Chaos Warrior out of position. Oh, he can. Don't score.
He died. He died.
I don't. I think even the threats fails. Oh, we got another injury. What we got?
This is only me and you. So stop.
Okay, badly hurt. Doesn't regen, but at this point, it doesn't matter.
My possession. I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Star play points, though. It's all star play points.
Let's do whatever we want. Ali. Crazy monsters on the leash. Yeah, I know what your idea is. Get down on the ground and I have an idea for you, right? Yeah, it's a really good idea. Oh, I want a new house. A brick house. This looks like a perfect house. Kidnap a girl. Kidnap this girl. Or kidnap this girl.
What have we got?
Before. Then you're definitely getting kidnapped.
Yeah, at this stage it really is just going for as many hits as you can get in. Boom.
Right, we're gonna get them surging on.
We got the beast up. That was good.
A new addition! Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Another gun. Right, open the door. Just let me get this.
Don't do the one dice. No, good. Okay.
Oh, he trapped me in the house.
We get the blitz. Get the pow.
No, go, you get down. No, girls. Go.
And it's sort of similar for the Necro now. We're probably just watching a bit of a foregone conclusion, I know. But hey, you know, you can watch the whole match. And,
Right, lock the door. I'm going out.
oh, not sure I'd have done that. But he did get,
Stop me.
yeah. Still brought him down.
Come on. Meh. Let's get in. Oh, let's get in. Yeah. You messed with the wrong eye.
Yeah, he might have, I know, because there's two. Yeah, no, okay. 3, 4, go for it. He can't get his dirty player over there anyway, so. Go for the whacking there.
I got somebody. I got
We're going to go boom.
Ali. Would you like a mod? Ali, I got you the new mod. And he's going through. Ali.
Who's he going to hit? He's going to go for the easier one or the harder one? Go for the harder one, but gets it anyway with a mighty blow.
Ali, where are you? In there. Ali? What's going on?
Bang. The KO.
Yeah? What did you do?
Well, he's doing all right. He's going to get up to 26 onto there, so it's good. He's getting star play. Managed to get some star player points on a Pestigore that kind of needs it a little bit. He has leveled up a niggled Chaos Warrior. Oh, going for the. I don't think these uphill pals are worth it, you know. He had other stuff he probably could have done before risking that. Boom, in he goes. 2-0 to Nurgle. That's the win that they needed. So that puts him in range for the playoffs if he can win his next game. He is a little dependent on what happens with some of these other matches that are being played. I will try to stream Rob's Claws and Not Big, Not Clever tomorrow, but they're playing at 9. I might be asleep by then, but keep an eye out. I'll know around about 8:30 tomorrow. But I do want to stream it as long as I think I can stay awake for it. So star player points, level up Zombie. 1 star player point away from a level up on the Pestigore. It's alright. That's alright. I don't know if obviously I won't know if they've confirmed the match yet. Not yet. Just as well, sometimes people do their level ups quickly as well. I don't think anyone's going to be jumping on, so it'll be at least it won't be like the 3.5 hour end of game analysis going through it all, going through everybody's teams. It's fun, but it makes the streams a bit long. No, it was good there, Liam. I mean, Nigel Farage certainly had probably gave you a bit of stress in that one. Yeah, twice. 2 heart attacks. That's right. But he's there, you know. He is there. Still waiting for match confirmation. Well, it could be the servers as well. The servers need to be updated. If I go back out a bit, maybe, and then back in again. Sometimes that kicks it off a bit. Not the ladder. Yeah, it's confirmed. We're confirmed. Oh yeah, because so Necromantic hasn't moved. That puts me beat is within striking distance. So the match Andy,
So perfect.
I think Andy's still kind of double three. I'll say we'll have a look at the. That's good. Another guard piece maybe. Good. Anyway, sorry. We'll have a look at that after. We'll have a look at. So 5-2-2. So if he loses, he goes 5-2-3. I'm not saying he's going to lose, but let's go worst case scenario. Uh, and if the Snobs win, and they're playing Bretonians, so if the Snobs win, the Bretonians lose. So that's good for Andy. If he would go 5-2-3 as well, so that would come down to touchdown differences. Oh, and that would put the Snobs at fourth because of the game against the Goblins where he's won 6-0. That would probably push him up to fourth. But that would still keep everybody in it for fourth place. I think. I mean, if Andy wins and Chris wins, then Grab 'em by the Ghoulies will be at risk of dropping out. And I know Andy's playing Rob's Claws next, but there are no guarantees. So he's rolled a double three. He may or may not have taken it, depending on what the servers have done. He hasn't decided yet. Double three on Steve. I'd be tempted with guard, potentially. Who are you playing next? That's something you should always check. Who are you playing next? Oh, the second Nurgle team. What's the second Nurgle team got? You're already outguard him, I guess. Sneaky Git it is. Sneaky Git isn't that valuable. I know a couple of fouling players have taken it. I know Rob Top had one, but I think he fired him. Callum had one, but they get dirty player first and then they get it. I mean, yeah, if you want to do it, I have seen it trigger for Callum a few times and save a sending off when he didn't break the armor. I think guard would be more valuable though than trying to get a Sneaky Git fouling player. But it's up to you. Yeah, always as always. What else could you take on a? The problem with the zombies is their movement 4. You could go Mighty Blow if you really fancy. I mean, it wouldn't be that useful until you got block as well, but needs his guard really until he gets block. But yeah. Okay, so that was an interesting match. I think Joe got a level up. I'll just have a quick look if he's actually taken it, which he has, and he's opted for Claw. Well, that's sort of block Claw. I think he needs to work in some tackle on this team because he hasn't got any yet. Who is he facing? Because his next game's kind of important for him. Where is he? Meat Beat is. Oh, he's playing the Dwarves next. He won't need much tackle on the Dwarves. We could look at the Dwarf team, but they might look a little bit different after tomorrow. Yeah, might not too. So this is the thing. I mean, he's got some tools to give the Claws a hard time. You know, he just has his armor can hold up. A Claw doesn't do its job. He may be all right, but yeah, in terms of he's only got the one dodge on it because it's doubles for all of them. It's on a Troll Slayer. I don't think tackles that value. It's not going to be valuable, and Claw will be. So, in the context of who he's playing next, that was a fine choice. So we'll call it an evening there, and I might be streaming tomorrow. I might. Just like I said, it depends how tired I am. I will be streaming. Probably stream my own game, even though you get long periods of silence. But I think people are all right with that, and we're definitely going to be streaming the Friday match because the Friday matches there are lots of important matches at the moment. Will be the 1%ers versus Snobbity Snobs, and this matters hugely for both teams. They both need to win it, so that will be interesting. But until the next time, I will see you all later.